My friends, my friends, everybody come through, everybody join. I need as many people to come through and to listen to this message as possible. We are in a state of emergency right now. And many people know me as a popular influencer. Many people know me as an entertainer. Many people know me as a businessman. But right now, I want you to know me. God made me a black man, a brown man. This is who God made me. And I disagree with you. Someone said we need to stop killing our own culture first. We're not killing our own culture. I grew up in one of the worst neighborhoods in New York City, and I made it. Many of my friends made it as well. We need to stop accepting the narratives and stop accepting what we're told. If our neighborhoods were so bad, we would not have made it out. But I made it out. Many of us made it out. Who set Nipsey up? What's really going on? Who set Pop Smoke up? What is really going on? And that is what we're going to get into right now. We're going to get right into that. Who is behind? Who is behind what's going on with our people? Who is behind our people getting killed? Why are our people getting killed? So we're live on Instagram, we're live on YouTube, we're live on the BlackTube, and we're live on Facebook as well. I'm going to wait for a couple more people to come in, and then I'm going to get into it. You know what I mean? Because we are in a state of emergency right now, and I don't think that our people know it. So I want you to invite as many people in this as you can. As you can see, I'm a successful black man, business owner, YouTube certified. I've been successful for quite some time, and I want our people to rise up. It is time for our people to go to the next level. So I'm here, you know what I mean? I'm putting my bags at risk. As always, I'm not afraid to do that because I believe in us, man. I believe in God, and I believe that we can do something special. We can do something unique, but we have to work together. We have to stop pointing the finger. We need to know what's really going on out there. We're pointing the finger. I had some of the worst killers, some of the worst, some bad people in my neighborhood. But then we also had some great people in our neighborhood. And we had a community. And because of that community, we protected each other. You know what I mean? And that's what we need to get back to, is community. We need to stop pointing fingers. We need to stop accepting what we're told. We need to stop accepting the narratives that they put out there. And we need to work together and rise up. A lot of stuff is not true that's being put out there. A lot of stuff is put out there, and we're just accepting that. And now it's like we're being desensitized to these killings. People are actually dying for no reason at all, and we are doing nothing about it. You have to do something. You have to act. You have to take action. You can't just go watch your favorite basketball game. Let me invite some more people in here. Let me invite some more people in here because there are people who need to hear this message. And I want you guys to share this with as many people as you can because I know a lot of people that need to hear this. And, you know, I'm in a position of authority. I'm in a position to speak. And nobody can stop me from doing that. So I run my own businesses. I have my own empires, which I have built. And the man has tried to stop me from doing what I'm doing, which is why I had to create a platform like the BlackTube, the blacktube.com. I had to create this platform because over here, that's where my YouTube is live right now. The powers that be over there, they don't want this message to get out there. They don't want to see successful people out of our community. They want to see the people from out of our community that shuck and jive. They want to see our people acting a fool. If you act a fool, if you want to pull pranks and if you want to do silly stuff, then we'll promote you. But when I had a channel that got over 500 million views and I have videos with 40 million views, I think it's been proven that people want quality content as well. People don't just want nonsense. People want quality as well. And that's what me and my family have been providing the world. And we have been showing something different than what you're used to. So, you know, I can look fly in the suit and whatnot. Don't get it twisted. I can look fly in the suit, but guess what? I can look fly in a tee with my hat cocked as well. And guess what? I'm the same guy who is spitting knowledge to you right now, the same guy who loves his children, the same guy who loves other people as well. You cannot categorize me according to the way that I dress. So the stereotypes that they put out there for our people, I no longer want to see those stereotypes being portrayed. So I'm out here and I'm fighting for y'all. I'm out here fighting for all of you. You know what I mean? Because people deserve a chance to live. People deserve a chance to live life, to live out their purpose. People deserve that chance. And you know what? Over here, people are saying all lives matter. Of course, all lives matter. We are all God's children. And as a believer, as a man of God, I do believe all lives matter. But all lives didn't get shot yesterday. A black life got shot yesterday. So we talking about black lives that matters. All right? I represent the black community. That's who I represent. Because God made me this way. So I'm speaking for my people. Okay? If you talk to someone Asian, you go to an Asian store. How do you even know that it's an Asian store? Does it say all food? Does this store say all food? No, it says Chinese food. So you know in particular what you're getting at this place. You know that you're getting Chinese food when you go there. When you go to a or Korean food spot. You know, when you go to a halal spot, you know what you're getting. So when you go to a soul food restaurant, you're like, oh, okay, soul food. But if you use the word black, people get intimidated by that. Nah, so this message is for the world to hear, but, oh, you better believe it. God made me like this. He made me like this for a reason. So yes, black lives do matter. And some people said, well, why did you create the black tube? Because YouTube is the white tube. That's why. They just don't have to use that name. And people will support their platform. But our people need to know that there's a place where you're safe. I want you guys to be safe. I want you to be mentally safe. Okay? So to be mentally safe, you have to be somewhere where you feel welcome. Be somewhere where you're celebrated. They have jails and institutions which stop our people from succeeding. So now, in the virtual world, they have virtual jails. They'll put you in a Facebook jail. They'll put you in an Instagram jail. They'll put you in a YouTube jail. Oh, you got a copyright strike. Or not even a copyright strike. You'll just get a strike, period, where you're limited now and you can't do nothing here. There is a limitation. There's a censorship here, which is stopping you from achieving success. So stopping you from using your voice, from letting your voice be heard. And that should not be the case. You should have freedom of speech. You should be free to share what you want to share. And, at the end of the day, it's up to people whether they decide to accept it or not accept it. But when I talk, you're going to listen. You know what I mean? You have the opportunity to go to whatever channel you want. But when you hear me speak, you're going to get to hear what's on my mind. And I'm not going to hold that back. So at the end of the day, I love all of you guys. Y'all know I love all of y'all. You know what I mean? All my people on the tube, y'all know I love all y'all. Y'all know what kind of guy AP 1 in a billion is. Y'all know I love kids. I love people. I'm a positive guy. I'm a man of God. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, God made me this way for a reason. My sons, J-Funk and Josiah, they are images that are made in my likeness. They look like me. So I want my kids to grow up in a world where they are not judged or just based upon the way that they look. And not even look, I mean, like your skin color, like that's nonsense. That makes no sense at all. You know what I mean? So I believe that we all deserve to have opportunities in this world. We all deserve to have as many opportunities as possible. And so many people are distracted. So many people are not receiving opportunities. So many people are living in poverty. So many people are struggling and not getting a chance. And after not receiving a chance, you then are being told that you're less than, that you're ghetto, that you're nothing, that you're not going to achieve. What would happen if the roles were reversed? What would happen if you were the one with all of the opportunity and the people who aren't receiving opportunities, I mean, the people who currently are receiving opportunities, what if they had no opportunities? How would things go then? How would the world be then? You know what I mean? It would be looked at the total opposite way, where we'd be like, what's wrong with these people? Why are they so mean? Why are they angry? Why are they this? But for some, even despite all of that adversity that our people face, our people still are loving, kind, have continued to continue to grow and continue to do good for mankind. You know what I mean? So I want you guys to start having love. You know what I mean? I want you guys to be positive. I want you guys to care about your neighbor. You know what I mean? I have, because of my success, I'm able to mingle with all kind of people. I'm able to mingle with very successful people of all skin colors, of all ethnicities. I'm able to see what most people don't see. And the people that I know, we all love each other. We all love each other, whether one is Caucasian, which you call white, whether one is of African descent, which you call black, whether one is Spanish speaking, whether one is Indian, whether one is Arabic, whatever. We all can get along. You know what I mean? So this world has tried to divide us, has tried to separate us and make us think that we're so different. But when actuality, we aren't so different. I remember my son was in the hospital, and, you know, straight up guys who you can look them right in the eye. I mean, you can look up their whole makeup and see that these were the type of people who you normally wouldn't mingle with. These are the Blue Lives Matter type. These are the type that, you know, if they get together, a group of them get together, it might not be a good situation for you. But you know what? Me and another man, white guy, both of our children are in the hospital fighting for their lives. My son was fighting for his life, and his son was fighting for his life. Do you know that me and this man, in that moment, we saw something that we had in common, and something that we both had, which was we both had no control. We both had to have a reliance on God to supply our needs, and both of our children were sick at the time. So we ended up having a great conversation, and, you know, things turned out good for both of us, where both of our children were able to get out of the hospital. But I want you guys to know something. Okay? These web platforms, your Facebooks, your Instagrams, your YouTubes, these are institutions. These are another form of slavery. Any place where you join and you face so much adversity and there's so much limitations there, there's a reason for that. If, for instance, I have a channel with 592,000 subscribers. So I'm not live on that channel right now. I'm live on a different channel. Why is it that if I have a channel with over 500,000 subscribers, if I'm really free on this platform, how come my audience doesn't know that I'm live? How come they are controlling the amount of people that see me right now? Why is only 20 people or 30 people seeing my content? Who's in control of it? Am I in control of it? Apparently not. So when you're a part of their platform, you are a slave to their system. If you say something that they might say is out of pocket on Instagram or Facebook, you ain't gonna be able to use your account for however amount of time, for days or whatever. It is a slave system. It is a system where you are not benefiting off of this system. They are receiving all of the benefits. And, a couple people might get in and a couple people might do something, make a little money that makes you think that, oh, wow, no, I can be successful here. Yeah, well, it's like that anywhere, even within slavery. Even within slavery, there were churches in slavery. There were businesses within slavery. But guess what? There was no ownership. The slave owners owned the real estate. You guys did not own anything. So as a result of that, what did you walk away with? What did the slaves walk away with after slavery? They didn't get anything for it. So my point is, I want you guys to realize that you guys need to make a change. When I created the Black Tube, I created the Black Tube for a specific purpose. The Black Tube is now a new platform where we have new land. We have a new land, new opportunities for us to overachieve, for us to go to levels that we've never gone to before with our video content. And I believe that if everyone joins the blacktube.com, you will see that, for one, it's a great platform, a positive platform where, so many people that have already joined, they're getting more views on the BlackTube than they're getting on any other platform. Why? Because where you once were being overlooked and you once were getting no views, no buzz at all, now your voice matters. You are important here. But more importantly, you are helping build this community. You are helping build something for your people, which is owned by your people. You know what I mean? So as the founder of the BlackTube, I want to see people be able to have a chance to go above and beyond of your wildest dreams. Many of you have been on all of these other platforms for all of these years and you haven't seen any success at all. But because the platforms are right there within your fingertips, right there on your phone, you wake up every day and you use these platforms. And if you really think about it, what do you gain from it? You might get a laugh here and there. You might get a little entertainment, but what have you truly gained from this platform? Some of you might get upset from these platforms. So my point is that these platforms are like a slave ship, man. And the last time when George Floyd was killed and that cop had his knee on George Floyd, our people began to protest. Many began to protest. Few went the next level in rioting. And some said, you know what? It is time for us to create our own. I had already created the BlackTube at the time. I had already created something new. You know what I mean? I'm not one that's so big on protesting and marching and whatnot. That is not my way. I'm a visionary. You know what I mean? I'm a tech entrepreneur. So for me, I want to create more opportunity. That is my protest. My protest is that I want to open more doors for people of color. I want to open more doors for women to be put into executive positions. Women deserve to be treated as equals. People of color deserve to be treated as equal. I'm talking Black, Latino, Indian. People deserve to be treated fairly. So with us being in higher positions, with us being in executive positions, we can make executive decisions which can benefit all of us. You know what I mean? When you look at it, when our people get in positions, we look out for everybody. When some people get in positions, most people, they only look out for their kind. But when our people get in positions, we look out for everybody. So I believe that our people need to be in positions of authority and be able to create more opportunities for people. Let's see. So what I want to talk about is I want to talk about the shootings that have been taking place by the police, and how those shootings have affected our lives. All right. So I'm going to try to invite some more people in here before I do that. And it's like our people, there's so many distractions. So many distractions in this world where our people are missing it. Our people are missing it. Our people are missing the point. Our people are missing what is really going on in this world. I'm going to share with you guys what the agenda is and what is really going on in this world. Okay? I hear people talking about Nipsey. I hear people talking about Pop Smoke. I hear people talking about Tamar Rice, Breonna Taylor, Trayvon Martin. The list goes on. I mean, we can continuously name people from our community, black people that have been killed either by the police or, you know, you would want to say by other black people. But when you look at the Black Panther movie, not the Black Panther, but you know, the Panther movie, which was about Fred Hampton and about the guy who snitched. So there was a guy who snitched. He was able to infiltrate into the Black Panther Party, and as a result of that, he contributed to the death of Fred Hampton. So many times we only look at the person who's killing a person, and we don't know who's behind that killing. We don't know what's really going on. So who's behind that killing? So I want to tell you guys something. Every single time that a black life is taken, the powers that be benefit from it. I say it one more time. Every time a black life is taken, the powers that be are benefiting from it. Now you say how? Okay, so the Black Lives Matter movement, for instance, is copyrighted and is owned by a white man. It's not even owned by black people. So once George Floyd died, all of a sudden now Black Lives Matter became huge, humongous, where everybody is saying BLM, Black Lives Matter. And who's benefiting from it? The owner of that company is benefiting from that. Who else is benefiting from it? I believe Facebook went from Zuckerberg went from like 80 million to like 120 million over this time, this time in which, you know, our brother George Floyd was killed. So we can go down the list. We can look at Netflix. We can look at Amazon Prime. We can look at Hulu. We can look at all of these different companies which have seen a skyrocket in their companies as a result of tragedy in the black community. Now you say, how did they benefit from it? Because what they did, these guys are running slave ships. They're all running slave ships. And if you are on a plantation, if you are a slave, and I tell you, I'm going to give you freedom. Well, guess what? You're free now. You can go do whatever you want to do. And you want to know what freedom is? The black tube represents freedom. We have our own thing. We're not a major part of your platform. We have our own platform now. But what if I say, okay, since your people just died and I know you're angry, here's what I'll do. I'm going to give you a group, okay? Create your group, and I'm going to feed people to your group. So what ended up happening last May is a lot of our black people created Facebook groups. A lot of them, they weren't equipped enough to create their own web platforms. So they went and they created Facebook groups. Now, what is a Facebook group? A Facebook group is basically the equivalent of, okay, you're a slave that is on this plantation, and now I'm allowing you to have your own clique, your own group, but you're still in slavery. You still are living on this plantation. You still live here, but I'm going to let you pull all of the like-minded people like yourself together over here. So you pull those people together, and what happens? Once you pull those people together, now you're together, but you're still in slavery. And while you're in slavery, are you succeeding? I know many owners of all of these different groups, and I love them, but they have not been able to scale up with these groups. Some of them, their groups get shut down, or there's days where they're not able to succeed. Many of them have not been able to succeed with these groups because it's a trap. The whole thing is a trap. It's a trap which limits you, which has you stuck, and you're not able to grow. So the same energy that you could have used to join something, a new land, a newfound territory, a new world in the black tube, you didn't join because you got a Facebook group. So you're in your Facebook group and you really think you're doing something special. And I love you. You know what I mean? I love you guys. I commend you for wanting to do something to help our people, but you've been tricked, my friends. You guys have been tricked, and you think you want to make an impact, but you're not able to make the impact that you want to because you're still stuck in slavery. So you guys have to get out of that. You guys have to become a part of our platform, become a part of something like the Black Tube or like melaninbook.com. You guys have to do that in order to overcome, in order to go to that next level. My mother always told me, God bless the child that has his own. Okay? So if you become a part of the Black Tube, you now will have real estate. The Black Tube is, let's say the Black Tube is like a state. It's its own state. It's its own city. Well, if you're a part of a city, you can get real estate. You can get your own real estate within this community, within this city or state. Once you get that, then you can go to the next level because you have ownership in something. You have ownership in something, okay? So I have a much younger crowd that's here as well, which is my crowd on YouTube as well. I love you guys, man. You know what I mean? Like, you guys know AP loves you. You know? I don't want to involve you guys in this kind of stuff. But guess what? My son J-Funk is involved in this. Because J-Funk is a black kid. So because he's a black kid, he automatically gets looked at as if he might be bad. He might be negative. When, I mean, this kid is like, he's such a nice guy, such a positive person to be around, a loving kid, a lovable person. You know what I mean? But just because of the color of his skin, there are so many limitations. I love being black. I love that God made me this way. I love that God gave me this brown skin. Because of that, it's like so. My life is good, man. Like I'm able to do things that some might not be able to do. You know what I mean? I'm able to. I mean, look at me, man. I play ball. I'm good at that. I make music. I'm good at that. I'm a handsome guy. I enjoy that. I love the way God made me. And I know that the way that he made me is in his image and in his likeness. Because at the end of the day, we were made from dirt. We were made from the soil when God created man. So at the end of the day, the first beings on earth, they looked it like us. You know what I mean? We are made in God's image and likeness. When they describe Jesus, they say that his skin tone was bronze. Do you know what bronze is? Like a penny is bronze. That's brown. He wasn't made pale skin. He was made bronze. His hair was like wool. You know, I don't have much hair on my head, but if you look at this beard, it's more like wool. My hair is like wool, so I was made in God's image and likeness. And when you know that, you'll love who God made you. I love being a black man. I love being a brown person. So as you continue to grow and mature, you will see that the rest of the world loves you too. And there's a small group of people who they're going to be jealous of who you are, and they're going to try to confuse you and make you not love yourself. But it's important that you love yourself, because you cannot love other people unless you love yourself first. It is important that you love yourself first. So, guys, I want you guys to do this. All right. Go to theblacktube.com now and create an account on theblacktube.com. You know, the people who are already a part of this platform, they create great content. They are contributing to this platform on a daily basis with positivity. Every time that I see someone getting killed by the police, and I'm saying, man, if we could just focus on building the BlackTube, building a platform that is for us, somewhere that we are wanted, that we are accepted. Eventually, what's going to happen, just like on YouTube, where some people have been able to make a lot of money and get their truth out there, we will be able to make lots of money on platforms like the BlackTube. And when you're making this money, now you can make that much more of an impact. Or even if you're not making money, you have a voice, and your voice is making an impact. Your talent, your skills are making an impact. So as far as making an impact financially, if you guys are able to have money, then you can live in a better environment. You can live in a better neighborhood. And what about us having our own communities? What about us having our own police? I don't hate police, but bad police. What about bad police? We don't want to be chastised by bad, corrupt police. So what if we have a community with good police? You know what I mean? And a big part of that is poverty. You know, if you don't have money and you are not living on a higher level, then there's going to be some limitations. You're going to be in an environment where, you know, it's going to be very edgy. So I want to see you guys being able to live on a level where you're safe. I want my people to be safe. I want my children to be safe. I want everyone to, just be on a higher level. You know what I mean? So on the Blacktube, you guys join the blacktube.com, and that can be achieved there. That's what we're looking to achieve on this platform, is a place where not only our people are celebrated, but there's more opportunity to generate revenue, more opportunities to get more views. Like, look, there's a young kid who's in here, Rolando. Rolando, he gets more views on the Blacktube than he does on YouTube. You know what I mean? So you guys, I want you to realize that there is more in this world out there than what you are used to seeing. There's more out there. There's more opportunity. Stop limiting yourself, and stop focusing on what you don't have and focus on what you do have. There's so many people who have joined the Blacktube, and they say, "Oh, I really like it when there's an app for it." Where's the app for it? So here it is. Some of the top sites in the world don't even have an app. First off, we have an app. we have an app for the Blacktube, for Apple devices and for Android devices. But why does that even matter anyway? Because there's a site is bitshoot.com. So this site is it's kind of like, not too much of a positive site. It seems like a lot of people are about conspiracy theories and different type of things, and they have joined that platform because it's a platform where they are free. They feel welcomed there. They are free to share their opinions, whether they want to talk about political stuff or whatever. So it's a video platform. That site is one of the top 700 sites in the US. So here it is. These people, mostly white, by the way, can all come together on this platform and build this platform up. But when it comes to black people, you say, well, what about this? What about that? Oh, I just don't like it. No, the problem is that you have a slave mentality. You're on the slave ships on all of these different platforms where you feel that, oh, I'm comfortable here. I'm able to, the app is on my phone. I'm able to do XYZ. Okay. I've been knowing many of you guys now for over a year, and I don't know one of you who have accomplished anything yet in the video space, in the tech space within the past year. None of you have done anything. And I'm not saying it as a diss. It's just facts. None of you have done anything. Okay? Every single year with my internet experience, I make progress into the next lane. I do something on another level every single year. You know what I mean? So apparently what you're doing is not working. You're lost. And you don't even have a clue what you're doing. So I think at this point it's time for you to humble yourself and learn from someone who is a guru. Learn from someone who wants to help you, who wants to see you succeed. Many people are just hard-headed. I tell people, I give them advice on how they should do their videos. They don't want to listen to me. What has happened over a year? How much money have you made? What have you accomplished? I don't see much. You know what I mean? I make money in my sleep on their platforms and within other platforms as well. So I want to help you guys. I want to see you guys go to the next level, but you have to humble yourself and be willing to learn. Okay, first, that's the first step. First step is to realize you ain't that good right now. Because if you was good, you would be known. Okay, I was so good. I've been so good at doing video content that owners of companies have contacted me to meet with me. That's how good I am at it. And I've met with them, and as a result of it, I've been successful in this space for over 2 decades now. Because as early as 2004, the owners of platforms like blackplanet.com wanted to meet with me. Okay? So when you are creating quality, like I create quality content, and you know what happens from that? The commercials come to me. Companies hit me up and they say, oh, we want to feature your content in a commercial. We want to put you in an Oreo commercial. We want to put your content in the next Google commercial. We want to feature you with the NCAA. We want to see you guys on Nickelodeon. All I had to do was create quality in order for that to happen. So they're chasing me down. I don't even have to chase them down. And I turned down so many offers because many of the offers, they don't even make sense. Like, I'm not a slave. I'm not going to create content for your commercial and then you own the rights to it. No, I own my stuff. I know who I am. So many of you guys, you want to be tubers, you want to be an influencer, but you're struggling. You need help. You need guidance. You need to learn how to do this properly. You know what I mean? So here it is. We have created a platform for you that will help you succeed in this space. And that platform is thebblacktube.com. We also have melaninbook.com as well. So you guys, I want you to join. Okay? Join. I'm typing it over here on typing it over here. And yes, the Apple app is in the process of being updated. But I'll tell you one thing. I made millions online, okay? I didn't make it on my phone. I got computers in front of me right now. You really trying to do this? If you really trying to do this, this is what I need to see. I got computers. This is a business. You know what I mean? So if you're running a business, then you want to be successful in your business. Don't limit yourself. Don't limit your business. If money is on a website, I'm going to be on a website. If money is on the phone, then I'm going to be on the phone. I was told that there potentially was money on this, what is it? That Clubhouse. So I got me an Apple device just to see if there really was an opportunity there. I went. Opportunity wasn't what I expected. So I sold the phone. And I returned the iPad because the opportunity that I potentially thought could have been there, it wasn't there. But it is important that you guys seize every opportunity. As you see, I don't come live on these platforms all the time. Why? I'm spending majority of my time on my platforms. The majority of my time is going into thebblacktube.com, is going into melaninbook.com. Me and my family now have our own platform, which is called sylph.club, where you can get all exclusive content of the So and Love family. My time goes into that. I don't live on Facebook. I don't live on Instagram. I don't live on YouTube. I come in similar to a Harriet Tubman with a message to help you guys get free from slavery. After I make that message, I'm gone. Okay? After that message is made, that's it. I'm out. Because these places are not my home. Those places are not my home. The Black Tube is my home. The Black Tube is something that we have, which will help our people go to the next level. So, you know, my youngins, man, you guys, I want you guys to strive to continue to do great stuff in this world. You know what I mean? I love the youngins the most because you guys are still, your brains are still at a state where you're willing to learn. A lot of people, um, the older people, they have so much pride, and because of their pride, all because of pride, they have not reached levels that they could reach. You know what I mean? Here it is. You have a media mogul giving you advice, and you're not accepting it. You want to do what you want to do, and it's not working. Here it is. I've helped so many people become successful. Some become millionaires, and a person who hasn't even made $100 won't even listen to what I have to say. All because of pride. So, when first comes pride, then comes fall. I ain't too prideful. I learn from my kids. I learn from my nieces and nephews. I learn from my wife. I can learn from anybody. You know what I mean? I have a 5-year-old son, and I learn from him. So you guys gotta grow. You know what I mean? So many people, a lot of people look at me as a competitor. They think they're competing with me. How are you competing with me? What are you doing? What are you doing that's competing with me? Because at the end of the day, I've been doing this before anybody was doing this. I was one of the first people to do this video stuff. A lot of people you see doing it now, they saw me. They saw my success. I've been doing this for over 20 years. I showed them that this could be done. So how are you competing with me? If anything, you should be learning from me. You should look at me as an asset instead of looking at me as a competitor. But because so many people are looking at me as competition, only person that's being hurt by that situation is you. So I want to see this movie. My youngin, I want to see this movie you created. So guys, once again, like I said, every time that a black life is taken, they benefit from it. They profit from the death of black men. When Pop Smoke died, what happened? Someone's making millions and millions off of him. I'm from Brooklyn. I'm from New York. I didn't even know Pop Smoke, who he was at the time. But once he died, now we all know about him. King Von. Many of us did not know about him on that level, but now that King Von is no longer here, we know about him. His music is all over the place. Who's benefiting from that? The labels benefiting from it? We know the labels are benefiting from it. We know that the powers that be are benefiting from that death of that black person. So, who else? This young fella just died. Now his name is Googleable. No one even knew who Dante Wright was not too long ago. But now we know who Dante Wright is. My prayers go out to him and his family. And, I pray that God gives them strength during these terrible times. You know what I mean? To lose a child, that's an awful thing. And there's no way of making it like that's normal. That is not normal. You know what I mean? To die by getting shot by a police officer is not a normal thing. We accepting it. Our people accepting that is what is making it seem normal. But it's not normal and it's not right. It's wrong. That is absolutely wrong and it should not happen. So a lot of people say this and that, protests. I saw people jumping on the police cars. I see people say defund the police. Why don't you, if we pull together, if we all become a part of a platform like the Black Tube, and then we all start eating, what if we all are making money? What if our parents are all successful? We can live where we want to live. We won't have to be around those police anymore. We won't have to be around this negativity. Don't accept less. Don't accept just any old type of circumstances. I was just in my community that I grew up in a couple of days ago, about a week ago, and I looked and I saw that when I would look out into the ocean, because I grew up in Brooklyn, I grew up in Coney Island, I would look out into the ocean and I would just see, man, there's endless opportunity. There's a whole world out there. How can I limit myself according to what is just going on in this particular space? I can't limit myself to just that. There's a whole entire world, and I'm like, right now I'm in front of the Atlantic Ocean. What about the Pacific Ocean? I said one day I want to go to the Pacific Ocean. I want to be a part. I just want to know what that feels like. I know what the Atlantic Ocean feels like. Well, guess what? I looked on the map and I saw it, and that ocean was all the way on the other side. I've been living within this Pacific Ocean for now a third of my life. So my point is to you is if you can see it, believe it, you can achieve it. You know what I mean? And even more than that, but you have to believe. You have to believe in yourself. You know what I mean? So see the Black Tube as an opportunity for you to take things to a whole nother level in your life. That's what I want you guys to see. See this opportunity and seize this opportunity. Because if you seize this opportunity, your life will never be the same. I met my wife on the internet. It doesn't even seem like people are meeting on the internet the same way anymore as we used to. I met my wife on the internet, and as a result of that, it was on another platform. As a result of that, I'm married to the woman of my dreams, the woman that I want to be with. You know what I mean? What was in front of me were a lot of women that I did not want to be with. A lot of females that I was just settling to be with. But what about being with the woman of your dreams? Many people say, oh, you seem like you're just a nice guy. He loves his wife, this and that. You would have met me when I was dating. Before I was married, you wouldn't have said that. Because I was not with people who I wanted to be with. So, you might have thought I was a regular guy. But what has changed it and made me, now seem like the special guy is that I got a special result. The result that I got is God gave me the woman of my dreams. So it's easy to be happy. It's easy to love her because this is what I wanted and God gave it to me. So can you imagine, even with your channels, with your video content, with your business. Can you imagine if you are doing exactly what you want to do? Can you imagine how you will feel if you are living the lifestyle that you've always wanted to? It's a great feeling. It's a wonderful feeling. So that's what I want to see for you guys. You know what I mean? So I say you guys need to seize this opportunity right here, because it's not going to be around forever. It will not be around forever. Even for my people who are members on the Black Tube right now, there's some changes coming. And you guys are going to have to step it up, because we're going to continue to grow. We're going to continue to grow, and we're going to reach levels of excellence. So the people who are not operating in excellence, you're going to get left behind. You know what I mean? So the opportunity is there right now for you. Seize the opportunity. When opportunity knocks, you seize that opportunity. All right? Man, I love you guys. And I look forward to seeing you guys on theblacktube.com. Okay? Not only do I want you to join, but I want you to sign in. Log in. I see a couple of you have joined. Many of you are just watching. Many of you are just watching, and you think that I'm just going to continue I ain't going to continue to be doing this all the time. But when I talk, you need to listen, because I'm not the average person out there. God has purposed me to do some amazing things in this world. And nothing is going to stop me from doing what God has called me to do. Look at this. So many things going on. DMX just died. We were told that DMX died from a drug overdose. That's what we were told. I don't believe it. You cannot believe everything that you were told. We were told that Michael Jackson died from a drug overdose. I don't believe it. We were told that Prince died from a drug overdose. I do not believe it. Stop accepting the things that you are told. There are people who are benefiting. They are benefiting from these deaths. They are benefiting from the state of these people. When Tupac died, when Biggie died, there are people who are benefiting from these deaths. Kobe Bryant. I really made my Kobe Bryant video because for me, it was up in the air. I'm like, this is crazy. Like, y'all had LeBron James break this man's record, and then the very next day, he's gone? This is crazy. I don't know what to think, but I know I do not just accept anything that I'm told. I know that there's some stuff going on that, many of you just try to ignore it. You don't want to hear it, but it's the truth. The truth is what's happening. And sometimes the truth is very ugly. You know what I mean? But I'll let you know my truth. My truth is that I love you guys, and I want to see you guys doing well. You know what I mean? Many people uh, in my on my channel, some of them ask me to pray with them. Um, some people look at me as someone that will motivate them, encourage them to do great things. And that is who I am. I believe in you. I believe that you can achieve anything that you put your mind to. You know what I mean? So I'm going to continue to be positive and uplift you guys. But at the end of the day, I'm going to give you the real too. You know what I mean? So it's up to you whether you're willing to accept it and what you're going to do with it. That's right. Somebody just said, and the truth hurts. That's right. I tell people the truth, and they get mad at me. I tell my mom the truth. She's like, why? She's like, why are you saying that? And then later she comes back to me and she's like, oh man, you were right. And I don't want to be right. It's not about being right. It's just facing the facts, the truth. You know what I mean? I'm not afraid to tell people the truth because I love them. I love you guys, and I want to see better for you. I want to see better for your families. You know what I mean? So let me get up out of here. I enjoyed talking with you guys, and you guys, you want to follow me. Follow me on the Black Tube at AP 1 in a billion. Okay? This is me on the Black Tube at AP 1 in a billion. That's my Black Tube account. Look. At AP 1 in a billion. Look at this. At AP 1 in a billion on the Black Tube. So, and if you guys didn't see it, let me show it to you too. At AP 1 in a billion. That's me. All right. So, you know I share a message that they don't want to get out there. So because of that, they're going to try to hide it. And as long as I get the message out there, it's up to you guys to share it. It's up to you guys to let the world know about it. You know what I mean? So if they want to keep my numbers low, so be it. You guys share that word, share that message. Let the rest of the world know about it, because, you know, on their platforms, they don't want this word to get out there. They don't want you to know the truth. You know, I'm willing to let you know the truth, and I'm in a position to do that because I own my stuff. You know what I mean? Many people don't own anything, so you know, they are at the mercy of the man. You know what I mean? The mercy of their job, the mercy of the powers that be. So that's not the case with me. Peace, family. Peace. Your son made a song. I just heard it was dope. That boy got talent. So, you know, it's sad when you have to share reality to a younger audience in particular. You know what I mean? Like my YouTube audience, which is so much younger. Yeah, it's like I have millions of young kids which follow me. They follow me, and you know, they want me to cheer them up all the time. I can cheer you up all the time, most of the time, but I got to tell you the truth too. Just like I do with my children. My children, Josiah, he's only 5, so he's too young, but to understand. But Jay Funk being 11 years old, I share with him the truth, the harsh reality of how this world is, which we live in. You know what I mean? And J Funk, one of the first kids, period, to be successful in YouTube since 2013. And, at the end of the day, other kids followed. We pretty much tried to copy off of what we did with our son. And y'all basically said you didn't want this black kid being the top successful kid on your platform. So it's okay for somebody else to copy off of him. It's okay for a white kid to copy off of him. It's okay for the Asian kid to copy off of him. But we don't want this black kid being at the top. That's exactly what happened with J Funk. So my son, a kid, what has he done wrong? What has he done to receive that kind of treatment? You know what I mean? So many people want me to be satisfied with what we have today, but God has so much more for us. I have a vision for more. So if I have a vision for more and God has more for me, I'm going to go out there and get it. I'm not going to be satisfied with less. Why should you get more? Why should they get more and I not get more, especially when our talent is outmatching theirs? Like, we created this and you're just copying off of it. How are you benefiting off of something that you're copying off of? You know what I mean? Y'all might have got away with that back in the days in the music industry. You know what I mean? When Little Richard made Tutti Frutti, and then y'all gonna remake the same exact song and you make the money off of it, but that's not happening in today's day. God put me here during this time right now for a reason, for a specific purpose, and I'm gonna fulfill that purpose. And ownership is a big part of that. So it's ownership for me and for all my peoples. All right? So join theblacktube.com where you can have ownership. Okay? You'll own your own channels. You'll be able to reach the world. We have systems in place where you can have pay-per-view on there. Basically, you can charge people to watch your content. Like, this is something that you own. You know what I mean? So that's what it's about right now. It's ownership. They have things set up where they said over the next, by 2040, black people would own 0% of businesses out there, of major businesses out there. We're not having that, man. You know what I mean? It's time for our people to own things as well. You know what I mean? So for me, it's much more than getting a check. It is about generational wealth. It is about legacy. It is about our people being able to look down the line and say, wow, we really have made an impact now. Our culture has made an impact, but what are we? Who benefits off our culture? Do we benefit? Are we the ones getting paid for it? In most cases, no. You know what I mean? Hey, you got that talk show? Go out there and do it. You know what I mean? And the Black Tube is the home for you to do that, Toya. So, you know what I mean? I just was in Coney Island in Brooklyn, and I believe we all had access to the same TV shows. We're eating the same foods. We're breathing the same air. We're hearing the same gunshots. You know what I mean? Like, we had access to the same things pretty much. We were going to the same schools, all of that. If I can do it, you can do it. You know what I mean? So, and together, we as a people, we can't be stopped. You know what I mean? So I just want our people to pull together. Now is a state of emergency because they just keep killing our people. It's a business to kill our people. It's a business to kill black lives. You kill a black life, and the end result is your white business grows. So is it a coincidence that this is almost a year to the date? Last year in May, in the same place, Minnesota, there was George Floyd. Our people say, man, no, we won't go. No justice, no peace. No justice, no peace. Our people were so angry. Our people were furious, trying to figure out what to do. And people hit me, and I saw online, they're like, we need our own Facebook. We need our own YouTube. Well, guess what? I had created both of them already. So then I created them, and some people joined, but some people joined a Facebook group instead. Some people decided that being a part of a group was, oh, okay. So I'm in this group now. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, we're making moves. We're making empowerment. And then you go look on TV, and there's a commercial. There is a commercial for the Facebook groups. And this commercial shows black people, all different kind of black people, having these groups. So you could scratch your head for a second and say, wait a minute. They're making commercials over this? That means that they're making profit from this, a huge profit. In fact, the owner has almost doubled his revenue since this Black Death. So I know what's going on behind the scenes. I understand that kind of stuff. I want you guys to know about it, and I want you guys to do something about it. I have done something about it. I can't keep being over here with a bunch of hypocrites. So many people are on here talking, and they're talking about all of the problems that are going on with our people. Yet, while they're talking about all these problems, you still are on their platform. You're still helping their platform grow. You're making them more money to fund what they want to do, which is oppress our people. You're helping them do that. So it is time for that to stop. It is time for us to have our own. Have our own, build our own, create our own. Look, if I can do it, you guys can do it. Okay? So I have put the time in, and over a year's time, the Black Tube has already grown into a major platform. It's legit. Everybody that's on there is getting more views than they get on these other platforms. This is something special. And some people are worried about what my benefit is going to be. God gave this vision to me. I should benefit from it. But guess what? You can benefit from it too. I got a question. Are you worried about what Mark Zuckerberg is benefiting? Because while he go from 1 million, 2 billion, 3 billion, 4 billion to 80 billion to 120 billion, you have not received anything from those billions that he has received. You haven't benefited from it at all. I'm going to post it right here. Blacktooth.com. You join it, and we are so serious about our people having opportunity that you get paid just to watch videos. How many videos have you watched on YouTube? How many videos have you watched on Instagram? How many videos have you watched on Facebook? How much money did you get paid to watch those videos? I know the answer. Nothing. But on the BlackTube, you will be paid to watch videos. We will pay you for your time. I'm gonna drop the mic on that one. I'm gonna drop the mic on that one. You will be paid for your time to watch videos on the BlackTube. I love you guys. My kids want to play with me. Family comes first for me. First comes God, then comes family, then comes my extended family and friends, then comes me. So, guys, I love you. I look forward to having you guys join us on the BlackTube. Like I said, it's a state of emergency, and we have to do something. You guys need to sign up. You're looking at the BlackTube, but you need to sign up. I know you guys have gone to the site, but I want to see that you signed up, that you registered for the BlackTube. So register for the BlackTube and start watching the content on there. Me and my family's content is on there. Many other creators are on there as well. It's a growing community. Be a part of something new, something big, and you know, it is a state of emergency. So let's do something this time. You know what I mean? Our people only get riled up when someone dies. Let's stop waiting for somebody to die. We've already had enough deaths. Let's do something about it. Okay? Let's build our own. I'm dropping the mic.